When God created me, I am 100% certain he had it out for me. Let's talk about that. I was born into this earth on the 17th of April of an unspecified year as probably the most broken human imaginable. I could totally go off on all the many ailments and stuff I have, but all you need to know is that I'm pretty much blind and I worked as an artist. Yeah. Growing up, I, like many people, were very into cartoons. Mostly things like Marvel and DC, which would be in the mornings at like 9 AM. And this was the start on my road of getting into art. I would spend ages drawing these concepts for superheroes and gadgets, and even ended up making some of the costumes, which I'd then wear around sometimes, but we don't talk about that. Please don't make me relive those memories. Because I preferred these things over what would be considered the norm at the time, that was mostly playing football, which I must add is a stupid sport in the first place. Like, I don't get it. I hate it. It's a stupid sport. What, you just sit and stand in the field kicking a ball around into a stupid net. Sometimes you're in the rain, which is more uncomfortable. I just don't understand what's fun about it. Anyway, because of this, I was pretty much labeled as the weird kid, which, thinking back to it, was kind of fair. But hey, if I was going to run around in a Ghostbusters costume, you bet I was going to rock it. But despite all this and not really having many friends at the time, my art was still praised by teachers and few students alike, which motivated me to do even more. And it was around this time I discovered things like Newgrounds and YouTube and animators such as Egoraptor and Edgeworld. And like any little fanboy, I did what anyone would do. Make fan art. Except it wasn't really fan art, but more taking stills from the actual animations and kind of copying it down into my own sketchpad and labeling it as my own. Which is also known as being a thieving little bastard. Just a heads up, I am allowed to say that word, as I am the dictionary definition of being a bastard. We cool with it? Alright, cool. A few years after making my own works based on these other creators, I discovered Japanese animation, or anime. And boy did that start a dumpster fire of awful drawing that I definitely destroyed for mine and the public's sake. You don't need to see any of those images. But after many years of drawing and trying to make my own works, I realized something was off. I'd skipped over all of the basics of art and everything I was making just didn't sit right with me. So what I had to do was sit myself down and basically unlearn everything I knew about drawing and art up until that point. I started drawing basic human anatomy, proportion and perspective at home, doing it over and over again until I got the hang of it. And as a result, my art improved, as well as helping me to find my definitive style, which, to be fair, I was struggling to do for a very long time. It was after learning how to do everything again and making drawings I was actually proud of for once, that I wanted to go something bigger. I wanted to make things that would make people smile and entertain people, much like the animators and comic artists that I used to watch and look up to, and even still do now. So, here I am, trying my hand at animation. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, don't give up. Don't let anything hold you back. I just realized I haven't addressed anything to do with me being broken like I explained at the beginning of this, so stay tuned for that, I guess. And, that's the end of the script. That's the end. I just realized I'm gonna have to, sit down at the computer and edit this. Just, sort of cringing to my own voice. How are you enjoying that, future me? Bet you're really having fun listening to the cringy voice that you have. I'm just going to sit here just to torment myself even more because I'm sad like that. I'm sat here in a massive studio talking to no one. Bye! Alright, second time recording. This time I think I'm definitely recording it this time because the first time I went through my entire script and didn't record a single thing, so yay. Let's talk about that. Let us discuss this. Discussions. I could totally go off on all the many elements I've lost my place in the script. This is... okay. This is fun. Oh, here we are. I discovered Japanese animation. Or anime. What did I stomp? Why did you do that, Leg? I discovered Japanese animation. Oh, no, I messed up that line. So, what I had to do was sort of sit myself down and basically... No, stop moving about. I wanted to make...